Welcome to a new Daily Top AskReddit video. Today's topic:
what is a dead giveaway of a toxic relationship? When they say we need to work on our communication, but every time you bring anything up they get mad and start an argument. Which leads to hallway sex. Hallway sex is when you pass each other in the hall and she says, "Fuck you," and you say, "Fuck you too." That's a lot less fun than I expected from the first line. How are we gonna work on communication if I don't even feel comfortable bringing things up? 'Cause when I do it's a fight. I gave up with my ex. She was the one who said we needed to work on our communication. First time I said, "Can we talk about whatever was bothering me?" It went completely sideways, because I was obviously the reason she did the thing that bothered me. It was a lose-lose situation. Break up, make up, break up, make up, rinse, and repeat. 15-ish years ago I went through this in my early 20s. Mum told me it was toxic. I got mad and said she didn't understand and it was a sign we were meant to be together cause we couldn't stay apart. Face with rolling eyes. God, I wish I had listened to her and wasn't an idiot. Makes me cringe. I honestly think if you don't cringe about your past, you don't grow as a person. So good thing that you are cringing about that. XD. No communication and everything is a blame game with no acceptance of responsibility. No communication can be used in this way too, by the way. When they are upset and you ask, "What's wrong? How can I change? How can I help the situation? How can I be better, etc." Their response is, "I shouldn't have to tell you. You should already know this. If you really loved me you'd already know, etc." Basically you should be a mind reader and already know what they need, etc. So what's the point of communication? Current so is doing this. Don't know how to fix things if they aren't willing to talk about it as it occurs. Lack of trust and constant fights. Having a partner in the relationship who insists that you have to fight in a relationship. Otherwise you're not passionate about it. I've never had to deal with that personally. I've been married to my partner for 8 years and we almost never fight. But I heard a friend insist this and I was mortified for her relationships. Ooh, you gave me some good PTSD of my last ex. Pretty sure verbatim, "I want you to fight for me to show you care. I need to know you're passionate." It's because she thought I was cheating on her when she and I went to a party together. Didn't leave each other's sides. But a friend that's a girl said hi to me so I must have banged her in the bathroom. Sheesh. My 57-year-old colleague constantly has to send videos and pics of him working to his wife. Just wow. My ex always tried to make me do this. Fucking obnoxious. Guess who was eventually found out to never be where he said he was and was sneaking around instead. Lol. I found out the other week that my buddy has to send his girlfriend detailed notes with timestamps of legitimately everything he does while hanging out with the guys. 9:14 went down to the kitchen for a glass or water. 9:15 stopped to pet the cats before heading upstairs. 9:18 made it back upstairs and sat on the right side of the couch. Jesus Christ, man, I'm so sad for him. Inability to take a step back, listen and analyze the other person's point and actually come to a conclusion during a conflict. Agreed, but sometimes I find that some alone time helps when trying to come to a conclusion for some things. Especially if emotions are high. This is how my wife is. Literally cannot react or think reasonably during the heat of the moment. Whereas I naturally try to seize the moment and learn from it immediately. But she will come back to me later and we're able to communicate effectively. Just stinks that we're such opposites when it comes to that. Gaslighting. Or the idea that whatever you say can make them mad. So you start choosing every word way too carefully, end up not speaking your mind to avoid a fight. And feeling responsible for everything that feels wrong in the relationship. I didn't realize the damage I'd incurred from a few of my past relationships until so far. 5 people over as many months told me to stop apologizing for things I'm not responsible for. This is the kind of thing that leaks into a person's life outside of their relationship. That feeling of needing to tiptoe around eggshells so as not to wake up the beast, so to speak. Gaslighting would definitely be a dead giveaway, but I think the problem is it can be very difficult to know you're being gaslit. Gaslighting isn't a real thing. That's all in your head. Someone who does not let you have a life outside of the relationship and gets upset when you see friends or their hobbies you like, even if you make time for them. Quick addendum to that, if your shared responsibilities have changed during the relationship, the amount of free time you each have for hobbies will have changed. A partner that complains you spend too much time playing video games when you are just dating and don't even live together is probably being controlling. A partner that complains you spend too much time playing video games when you've got 3 kids together might actually be saying that they feel the labor distribution in your house is unfair. If you have joint responsibilities like a house or kids, you should both have a roughly equal amount of free time to pursue your own interests. Or come to an alternative arrangement that you're both happy about. I see a lot of couples who start to fight because one partner's life changed a lot after having kids, and the other one's life didn't change much. The person who gets to go have hobbies and free time will often point at the healthy, happy children and say, "Look, they're fine. Of course it's okay that I go do X with my friends," not acknowledging the kids are only okay because of the other parent's hard work. That SpongeBob episode where Patrick pretended to go to work the entire time when they had the baby. Clam. Holy shit.